Is an agreement in the fishing dispute between France and Great Britain in sight? Well, according to EU Fisheries Commissioner Virginijus Sinkevicius, the conflict is coming to an end. After months of negotiations, it was possible to obtain most of the licenses required by French fishermen to fish in British waters, Sinkevicius told the Financial Times. The Commission is fully committed to building a successful and constructive relationship with the UK, he said. Paris and London have been at odds over the fishing rights in the English Channel for months. In December 2020, in the UK exit agreement, London pledged that French and other EU fishermen would be allowed to continue fishing in British waters if they had been fishing there before Brexit. However, there are problems in proving this. According to the Financial Times, Sinkevicius brokered talks between the two sides in November. Since then, the number of outstanding permits has fallen to around 70. All permits granted in 2021 have been renewed for 2022, he said. In total, around 1,500 EU boats would have access to the UK's so-called exclusive economic zone, which ranges from 12 to 200 nautical miles offshore. A further 150 boats are expected to navigate UK territorial waters 6 to 12 nautical miles offshore. In addition, 131 French ships are licensed for the Channel Island of Jersey and 44 for the nearby island of Guernsey. And this whole fishing conundrum is going on for ages. We know this. This was one of the reasons a lot of fishermen voted pro-Brexit, although after Brexit they realized that it's not only about getting control of our waters back, but also, oh, we do need to sell that fish somewhere. And that's why it took months and months and months in the negotiations to finally get on Christmas Eve on the last minute to get to the agreement between the EU and the UK, as we all remember. And fishing rights was one of the big points there that put everything on hold for a long time. Although economically, it is such a small fraction of the whole issue that many people didn't even understand why bother. But there are loud communities of fishermen in the UK and in France, for example, and neither side could afford to get on the wrong side with their fishermen. But for someone not having to do so much with fishing, it was quite a weird situation. But even after they negotiated the deal, there were tons of discussions, tons of problems between especially France and the UK and the fishing licenses for French fishermen. And I only can hope that they really sorted that out now, because we heard it from Sinkevicius now. But if that really ends the whole trouble, I don't know. And we know that the quotas for fishing by EU fishermen will be phased out up to a certain point over the years, and their quotas will be reduced. And for them, it probably will be reduced too much. For British fishermen, it will probably not be enough control of their waters. And so I think we will hear about that topic many more times, as it is with many other Brexit topics. In the morning, you heard about Northern Ireland again, and I'm quite sure we will talk about Brexit for many years to come, and on many different topics. Brexit is playing a role in so many topics of everyday life. So many people don't realize, but it does, and it is far from over. And because of the pandemic, that was covering up a lot of the consequence of Brexit, and now, unfortunately, even worse, the Ukraine war, which is even much more devastating to people than the pandemic was. That once again stalls the whole situation. We will see the full amount of Brexit consequences much later than any of us expected, but we will see them. And then we will have a lot of new discussions again. And not to forget about Scottish independence that's looming on the horizon as well because of Brexit. And I'll see you in my next video. Bis gleich.